If you're not happy with the sales of your Shopify store, or if you want to dramatically increase your sales without doing much work, then these sneaky and clever tactics will boost your sales instantly. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Steve Chu, and I run a 7-figure e-commerce store over at bumblebeelinens.com. And in this video, I'm going to reveal 5 strategies that I use to grow my sales on Shopify. I'll provide specific examples from my own store in real time and show you the tools that you can use to implement them. Let's do it. Sneaky strategy number 1 is to provide an upsell or a cross-sell after someone adds an item to their shopping cart. Now, my average order value used to be around $50, and with this strategy alone, I increased my average order value by almost $20. An upsell is a sales technique in which you suggest an offer to a customer for an additional or more expensive product or service that complements or enhances the item your customer just added to their cart. Now, the goal is to get your customers to spend more money. Now, there are many different ways to do this, and it's all about the implementation. So I'm going to show you 2 ways that I use upsells in my shop right now, along with how to implement this on your Shopify store. Now, the first way is to cross-sell related products based on what the customer just added to their shopping cart. Now, if you look at my store here, as soon as someone adds an item to their cart, I display the top 2 related products that my own customers have purchased along with that product in the past. Now, here's the thing that I've come to learn about most shoppers. In many respects, shoppers are like cattle, and you have to lead them directly to a product to get them to buy. And in general, when people buy hankies from my store, they are often looking for multiple styles, and this upsell converts in the low double digits. Now, the beauty of this cross-sell pop-up is that after people add an item to their shopping cart, they're hot, and it's always easier to get them to insert another item. Now, the second way I sneakily insert an upsell is during checkout. Now, at this point in the process, the customer has already gotten out their credit card and is ready to buy. And this is actually one of the best times to get them to insert an additional item into their cart. After all, they've pretty much committed to buying something from your store already. Here's what my checkout process looks like. And once again, I chose related products that were purchased alongside of the products in the customer's cart to show. And whenever they click on the Add Item button, the items are magically inserted to their shopping cart right in checkout. Here's another method of implementing an upsell. Instead of giving your customer a variety of products to choose from, you can just give them a discount for buying more of what they just added. Now, this is probably the highest upsell offer that you can implement for your store, and you can increase your average order value by 30% or more. Here's how it works. When a customer inserts an item to their cart, you display a limited time pop-up that offers them a discount for ordering more. After all, they just inserted that exact same item into their cart, so it makes it a no-brainer to add another one to the cart if the price is right. Now, with this strategy, you can increase your average order value by up to 33%. So this is all fine and good, but how do you implement these upsells on your store? Now, the easiest way is to use a tool called One-Click Upsell by Shopify. Now, the beauty of this tool is that you pay a low monthly fee and then a percentage of the revenue that the tool generates for you. In other words, you only pay when the tool makes you sales. Here's a quick tour. Here's just a quick tour of how easy it is to implement these upsells using Shopify. So this is what the interface looks like. First thing you do is you specify what the trigger is. This is where you want to trigger the pop-up based on the product. And if you just want, you can just have it trigger on every single product that you sell. Now, on the pre-purchase side, you can choose whether this pop-up appears when they click the checkout button or when they click on Add to Cart. And in this case, I've chosen to display an upsell for the same item in the cart. If you click here, you can actually design the page, and then you can provide the incentive for the actual upsell. And in this case, I'm offering a 25% discount. Now, if you want to add an incentive during checkout, you can just add it here, and whatever product that you want and whatever discount that you want, if you want to add a discount, and it's automatically implemented. It's that simple. By the way, if you guys want to try this tool for free, use the link below. Also, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you sign up for my free 6-day mini course below. Let's move on to sneaky strategy number 2. Now, the number 1 problem with sneaky strategy number 1 that I just described is that it can cause friction for the customer as they are shopping. If you bombard the customer with too many pop-ups as they browse, they may get upset and leave. This is why including a special offer after the customer has already paid is the safest way to upsell your customer. Now over here, I've created an upsell after the fact that bundles a whole bunch of handkerchiefs into one bundle that is heavily discounted to entice the customer to add it to their order after they've already paid for it. This is what the interface looks like when you are creating a post-purchase upsell using Zipify. It's got a pre-made landing page template that's really intuitive, and all you do is you just add in your value props, and this becomes the post-purchase upsell so that when someone completes their purchase, they are given this offer of 25% off to just buy something immediately. You can also try to upsell the customer on the thank you page as well. Here's a quick demo on how this works and what it looks like. As you can see here, there's an offer on the thank you page that has a timer on it where if they click the button, they get a 25% discount on an item that they just bought. And if the offer is good enough, chances are they'll take you up on it. Because remember, the customer already trusts your company and knows and likes you already. Getting them to click one additional button for a deal is actually quite easy. Now, using all these strategies, one-click upsells by Zipify has increased sales by $143,000 last month. And the typical average order value is only $60, but post-purchase upsells boosted this to $73.46, and pre-purchase upsells boosted this to $81.42. This is free money. Now, once again, you can use Zipify one-click upsells to implement this in about 5 minutes, and it's free for 30 days. Sneaky strategy number 3 is email retargeting. Now, one of the highest converting email campaigns that you can run with your online store is the abandoned cart email. Abandoned cart emails are typically sent when a customer adds an item to their cart or begins checkout but doesn't complete the process. Now, at this point, a customer has already shown interest in your product and is ready to buy. So any email that reminds them to complete their transaction always converts really well. The problem, though, is that you may not necessarily have their email when they abandon your shop. Now, in order to get your customers' email without them having to opt in, you can use a service like retention or lead post. Using various fingerprints on a customer browser or account, these tools can detect that a person is on your site and automatically grab their email without them opting in. I'll explain how all this works in a separate video, but the upshot is that you can grab someone's email to send them an abandoned cart email, even if they didn't fill out a form or give you their email. Now, you're probably wondering whether this is safe and whether a customer will complain. Well, think about it this way. You are technically not cold emailing a customer because they're already shopping in your store and they've already inserted a product into their cart. There's clear purchase intent. So when they get that email reminding them to complete their purchase, they won't think twice about it and they won't complain. Each email costs around 20 cents or less, and I typically get a 4 to 6x return on ad spend from this strategy. Sneaky strategy number 4 is to run a challenge. Now, these days, almost every product category is saturated, and nothing that is sold online is really new or novel. So if you find yourself selling a hard to stand out product like apparel or jewelry or water bottles, then one of the best ways to get customers attached to your brand is to run a challenge. Now, what is a challenge exactly? A challenge is an activity that encourages customers to engage with your brand in a fun and interactive way. So for example, you can run a social media challenge where you ask your customers to share photos or videos of themselves using your products. Now, the best challenges are ones that have a clear objective. So just for fun, let's say that you run a skincare company that helps people solve their acne problems. Now, incidentally, I have 2 teenagers in the house right now, which is why I came up with this example so quickly. A great idea to build a skincare brand would be to run a clear skin challenge where the goal is to have beautiful, flawless skin at the end. So here's what I would do. I would run an ad or email my existing list to drive customers to a landing page that describes the challenge. Now, if you're design challenged, no pun intended, you can simply use a tool called Zipify Pages to whip up a quick and dirty challenge page. Here's an example challenge landing page that I made with Zipify as a demo in like 5 minutes. Once again, you can try this tool for free for 30 days, and it's easily one of the best and easiest to use page builder tools out there for Shopify. Then, after they sign up, you guide them to a special Facebook group where you run the challenge and interact with your participants. Now, hypothetically, here's how I run my challenge. On the first day, I would go live on Facebook and talk about the different skincare routines that you can use to treat acne depending on your skin type. I'd get personal and talk about some of the personal problems that I've had in the past with acne and how my kids are currently experiencing problems as well. Then, I talk about the different treatments that I've tried to cure my acne problem and casually talk about my skin type. Then, I'd ask the audience to talk about their skin types and the problems that they are currently facing. I'd also talk about the critical mistakes that most people make when taking care of their skin. Then, I would point customers to different products that I sell depending on their answers. So you've got dry skin, try this cream. You've got oily skin, then this cleanser works better. You get the point. The challenge is a lot like running a QVC channel where you are actively selling to a captive audience, except you can get feedback as well. And it's the customer feedback that makes this sales strategy so good. The best part is that you can have customers share their before and after photos on the Facebook group after the challenge is done to show that your products actually work. Challenges are easily one of the best ways to build a brand and get people to love your company and sneakily get them to try and buy your products. Now, the last sneaky way to grow your sales is by running a group giveaway. People often ask me how to grow an email list fast, and this is by far the easiest way to do it. Here's how it works. You first find other companies with your same audience. For example, my store sells handkerchiefs and linens in the wedding industry. So I might look for wedding florists or wedding dressmakers as an example. The point is to find companies that you don't compete directly with that have the same customer type as you do. Then, we would all contribute a gift card from our business valued at $200 or more. These offers are then combined into one massive sweepstakes giveaway. All brands then send the sweepstakes email to their entire email list. People enter in their email, you send them special offers from your company, and select a grand prize winner. Then, after the contest is over, all brands get to keep the entire email list. Now, to increase the virality of this group giveaway, you can use a tool to amplify your giveaway like Viral Sweep or Gleam. Basically, these tools encourage contestants to share your contest with friends in return for additional contest entries. For example, here's what a contestant sees after they enter one of our giveaways. Now, using this strategy alone, I managed to acquire 11,700 emails in the span of just 2 weeks. And the beauty is that these emails are all relevant to the products and industry I sell into. It's a win-win. Now, most people think it's difficult to make money with their own Shopify store, but it's really about knowing what you are doing and executing. By using these 5 strategies, you can easily grow your sales for your e-commerce store. Now that you know how to get more sales, watch this video here to learn how to expand your online presence and sell on different marketplaces.